What's going on, everybody? My name is Austin. You are back at Burkify Gaming. As you see here, we are here with Civilization 6 with Gamer Forever 1198.
Yo, what's going on, guys? So this will be kind of...
you want to explain or want me to explain?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and explain real quick. So this is going to kind of be a teaching game, as you've seen there. It's just me and Austin in terms of civs. It's going to be a teaching game. I'm kind of going to go through and show him how Civ 6 works. And I don't... Who did you get?
Canada.
Man taking his
Okay, of course. So he's actually a peaceful civ, which is kind of hilarious for him. But there are some city-states, so there are still like some AIs. Like if he wants to go to war, he can fight a city-state and stuff, or we can fight each other if he really feels like it.
Anyway.
I got Canada.
If you get Tundra, that's actually really good. Canada can really make use of Tundra tiles.
Gamer.
I got the Vikings.
Gamer. What is Tundra?
Snowlands.
Oh shit, I found some. Go over there.
Move there.
I think how do I get you to move?
Okay, so
you move there. There you go. Never mind, I forgot how to move. Move there. Good job. The map shifts.
Okay.
I don't like that.
The map what?
Like when you move, the map kind of like closes around you. It's very strange. I don't like that.
From like the edges and stuff. Well, the Civ 6 or Civ 5 kind of did that. But all right, we're
yeah, but it does it like a much creepier way.
I'm not sure what you mean, but all right.
Like, cause Civ 6 it would just like close the tile, but this one kind of like creeps up.
Fair. Okay, but so some things when you're wanting to found your city to keep in mind. Fresh water is important, so settling along a river, a coastline, next to an oasis, I think mountains, if you can build a aqueduct later in the game, kind of count as fresh water, so you could sacrifice some of that. But if you click on your settler, there should be some, like, it has tile appeals and stuff. Like, some are red or, like, or some are red where you can't settle. Then you got, like, green, kind of greenish, and then, like, gray. You're going to want to settle in some green.
What?
I don't know. Have you already settled your capital?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to do that now.
Okay. So down in the bottom left, there's like a lens thing above the minimap. It's the first little button above the minimap.
Lenses, yeah, I see that.
So you click that,
right.
And there should be an option for settler, right?
Settler. Okay.
If you hit that, the map will then go into a bunch of colors.
I see that, yeah.
So you're gonna want to try
like a white.
A white?
Yeah.
See, that's not great. That usually you want to try to settle, but okay.
I got a lot of green around me, but there's one place right here. It says, "Oh, that's what that means." I don't want that.
What?
This land will flood when sea levels rise a second time.
Okay. That's a coastal tile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about that as your city. Your city will never disappear from flooding. It just means that the tiles around them will disappear. So that's one of the things with Gathering Storm is it adds in weather and like climate change and stuff, but we don't really have to worry about that till like people start burning coal and shit.
Basically, we don't have to worry about that until you get to 2019, and then all the fucking global activists talking about bullshit to do with global warming and all that nonsense.
I just had a tornado roam through my land.
Hey,
that's fun.
I settled a city.
Nice.
I got Ottawa.
What? You said it so evilly. I didn't know the
Ottawa.
Canadians were...
When do I get my attack moose?
We're not about that life, Austin.
Oh man, I want to go with animal husbandry. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I don't have any animals around me. Wait, what do I have around me? What exactly? What am I doing?
Okay. So, can you wait? We're in a call. Share your screen so I can actually see what the fuck you're doing.
This is gonna take me a second. Hold on.
That's fine.
Because my OBS tends to override everything else, and it's becoming quite a pain in the, anal region. There we go.
Gotta blow.
That's rice. I got rice. I'm in China. Well, if I'm Mercury.
Oh,
dinosaur?
Mercury.
Oh no, it's crabs.
Is that a dinosaur? No, it's just crabs.
I didn't see the other claw. Look like a fucking dinosaur. I was like, wait, is that like fossil fuels or something? Got some stone over there. Oh. Gamer?
My Civ crashed. Lol.
Oh, tits, nuts, and dicks.
Fucked. Don't leave the game. Don't leave the game.
Okay.
Let me just reload.
Oh, you got shoots.
That happened because I was trying to pull up my Discord on my second screen, and for some reason went to my first screen and really made Civ angry that it was second.
I have like 3 things open right now, and my Civ's like, yeah, man, this is just normal for me.
Yeah, no. Normally it's fine, but again, with the new monitor, it was it like freaked the fuck out, and then it crashed visually. So, okay. So that's actually so with a normal Civ, that would be kind of a difficult start with the tundra in the north. But for Canada, that is a very good start because you can make use of those tiles. Now you have a lot of you're coastal, which isn't bad. You can do some good things on the coast, and you got a lot of food. Like you got a lot of growth. That rice right there, that's gonna be hella good.
That's Mercury. Oh, there's the rice.
Yeah, along the river especially. So if you go to where is it? Map option. It's like I think it's the next one. Yeah, map options.
Oh, right there.
Right there.
Okay.
If you want to, you can put show tile yields. Show yields icon. And by just looking, you can see how good land is. So you can see. So you can see that food is you're getting 3 food unimproved from the rice. Volcanoes. Yeah, there's volcanoes in this game, man.
That sounds like I should probably avoid. What is that?
What is what?
What is that?
That's a tribal hut. That's like a.
Why is it drawn like that?
That because it's you don't see it. You must have seen it and then moved away. Go send your warrior to that. That's like a rune, like a.
There. Okay. To the research, I'm going to go. With, I guess I don't have a
Yeah, I could discover horses.
That'll hopefully work my way towards being able to get my attack moose.
Yep. All the attack moves. Okay, so you have different options to build. Slingers. They're like early archers.
I know what the fuck a slinger is. I wasn't in the last game. I'm impressed. Shut up.
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna go with a builder.
Yeah.
Now the difference in this game is that builders have limited uses. They're not like infinite like they were in Civ 5, but they are a lot more powerful than
that.
They were
I kind of
Civ 5.
enjoy because like
you have to continuously.
These builders are like 100 years old, 2,000 years old, and it's like these people die after a certain amount of uses. So it's like, oh yeah. So that reminds me. Are there still like monument, like the national monuments and stuff?
National monuments, like wonders.
Yeah, those fuckers.
Yeah, wonders. But the difference is they take up a tile in this game, so they actually you're sacrificing like land in order to build to get a bonus. It's no longer just building all in one city.
You have your builder, right?
Right.
And you tell them to go build the Great Wall of China, right?
That only China can do.
How many times do they die?
Only China can do that. That's
but how many times does the builder die before it's actually built? Because thousands of people died trying to build that motherfucker.
You could probably with China you sacrifice your builder to build wonders quicker early game, and they can it gives them a few turns, so they do actually kind of die when they do. That's
fucking funny. Hey, I'm gonna use your blood for mortar here, so you just sit tight.
Right. So if you just go ahead and end your turn, we can go on to the next one.
Oh yeah, that's something I need to do.
All right.
On the other game I had to where it said was like every time my idea was done with my turn, it's like, oh, we're gonna automatically end it for you.
My warrior just almost died to a tornado. I'm really upset. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So you got a free pop out of that. That's actually really good because now you're at 2 pop. So if you remember,
is that a baby? Oh no, it's truffles.
Yeah, that's a luxury resource.
That looked like a baby in a fucking diaper for a minute. I'm so concerned.
Now, if you remember in Civ 5, there were settlers when you built them made it to where your city couldn't grow. You remember that?
No.
Okay, well, in Civ 5, your cities couldn't grow whenever they were building settlers. In Civ 6, your cities can grow, but a population leaves whenever the settler's done. You know, so you go from 2 to 1 if you were to start building a settler right now. Which makes sense, you know, people are...
Oh, so like it's actually, they're taking people away as a settling unit.
Yeah, so the settling unit is a population that then goes to a different city.
That's pretty in depth. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's it's a way to just kind of balance it a little better than it did in Civ 6. So honestly, I would use your starting warrior. There's no barbs. I would just kind of put him and walk around the map.
That's
like
what I was gonna do. That's why I canceled his order.
Yeah. So in the early game, obviously, we're just kind of ending our turns here, and I'm kind of explaining things as they go, just to, because that's kind of the best way to do it, really.
I'm gonna go with well, I'm pretty close to the ocean, so I'm gonna go and get sailing out of the way.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Get some boats. You have a pretty good few ocean tiles out here. You got 2 crabs and is that a whales or a fish out there? Out the 3 tiles out.
That is a fish.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be good for food later on. So that's actually not.
Hey, you got attack. Oh yeah, horses. Look like mules for a minute.
Okay, so yeah, you did actually discover horses. So that's wow. You're okay. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Where are
Austin.
the attack mooses?
That city you have right now as Canada is a very good city. That's a very good capital.
Awesome.
Did you move there, or where did you spawn originally?
I started somewhere down in this area.
Okay.
Or maybe over here.
Okay, well that is a very that's very good. So.
Hey.
All right. So builders, you can see down there it says builds. That's how many times you can use them before they die.
So I can go build like this pasture, this farm, and then this farm, and then I have to build a new one.
And then you'd have to build a new builder. Yeah. So I'd recommend going and building on the sheep first because it's your best tile. It would give you some production.
Go build the shoop.
Build the shoop.
Production. I probably get a scout. Yeah. Scout.
Yeah, scout. I'd go scout and then maybe a settler after that to try to find a new city.
Alrighty.
There's some cool things in this game. I'm not like telling you everything all at once. I'm just kind of letting you discover the game as we go along because it's easier than saying like, well, in the future you're gonna want to build this, this, and this, and then you're gonna want to do this and this crazy stuff, and then you're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, you don't want to overload my stupid brain.
Yeah, like I do with CK2 every time I teach someone, it feels.
So there used to be special actions, and how do you do those now?
Oh, you want him to auto explore?
Yeah.
Hit the little plus button. You can delete him or explore him.
Go auto explore. What is that? Just pick it. Oh, it's copper.
It's a bonus resource. Now, in this one, there are bonus resources, and there are luxury resources, and strategic resources. Luxury resources give you happiness, and... Yeah.
Why did he explode it?
Because one of the people died building that farm.
Oh, Jesus!
It was a very dangerous sheep, it turns out.
It was a sheep from Al-Qaeda.
Now, okay, this thing. So... There are governments. So you know how culture in Civ 5 was like you get to pick policies and stuff down a policy tree? Well, this one, there's a whole entire tech tree for culture. Like it's a completely separate tech tree than science. So if you go to Open Civics tree, this is the tech tree for culture. This unlocks like unique governments, like state workforce. You get a unique government plaza where your people can like work. You can unlock different policies. See political science right there, and it has like unique stuff. Right there in political science.
This one?
Yeah.
That's political philosophy, jackass.
Yeah.
Look for science.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Political philosophy. Sorry. It has autocracy, oligarchy, and classical republic. Those are different governments that you can adapt. You can literally change what your government is. See, divine right gives you monarchy. Reformed church gives you a theocracy. Like, that. Eventually, you get down
there.
There
it is. Like, we got democracy,
or fascism, or communism. That's my go-to government. And then these are future digital democracy. And then this game does something cool. So you see in the future era, see these texts? These are unrevealed and random. So every game, these may be different. In the order
this won't take too long. 1,044 turns. That won't take long at all.
Oh yeah, not at all.
All right.
But yeah, so you could go and go back to that real quick.
Oh shit, nuts! How did I get there?
Click on your. You could click on your bottom where it says choose civic, or you could just click on. Okay, so under each of these texts, real quick, do you see how it says 2 boost, improve 3 tiles, or 2 boost, discover a second continent?
Yeah.
You can get 40% off the research time by doing these. It's like little missions to help you boost your research.
Okay.
So you see how craftsmanship, like click on that. Okay, you're going to want to get that one. That one says it'll take 12 turns, right?
Okay.
Whenever you finish using your builder to improve your tiles, it's going to take 4 turns off just because you did something with your life.
Ah.
So
Okay.
whenever that builder builds those last 2 farms, which I'd recommend building on the wheat and then one of the other tiles, then
Right.
you're gonna see that you get a boost. So like, okay, so sailing. Did you see how sailing was like a super cheap technology?
Right.
It was only 6 turns while the rest of them were 12. That was because to boost sailing, you have to found a city on the coast. Your capital is on the coast, so it automatically gave you that boost.
Oh, so it gives you boost based on like what you're doing in your surrounding area.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
And then this is your government. Right now, we're all starting as a chiefdom. But what this does is it gives us 1 military policy and 1 economic policy. We don't have any diplomatic or wild cards. Now, what this means is you can choose kind of like a little bit of what your tribal believes. So you can go discipline. So if we had barbarians, that would be my go-to. But with this one, you're just going to want the extra experience for your scouts. And then your economic, you could just be a god king. So, they think you're a god. Or you could do urban planning where your dude gives you a little more production in your cities.
Technically, we kind of are gods to them.
So yeah, so this is kind of like your government, and you can set that every time you research. So like craftsman, you see how it's going to give you like a yellow policy and a red policy.
Yeah. Are these random or is it going to tell me?
It'll tell you. You just hover over them and it tells you. So whenever you unlock craftsman, you get 50% production toward ancient and classical era units, which is OP. Or an economic policy, you get 30% production toward more builders if you wanted to do like a wide thing.
Okay. What is? Oh, I found silk.
Which is a nice luxury to have.
I want you to go auto explorer. Oh no, tribal thing.
Another goodie hut. Nice, nice. Goodie huts are really good in this game. They can actually give you builders and scouts and stuff. Let's go with that one. Okay. I think that's all for this turn.
It took me a long time to do that. Fuck that. That one. Astrology seems rather important.
So
I
this
need to know
astrology.
if it's day or night.
Okay, so yeah, even though we send him to the goodie hut. There you go. What did you get out of that? 10 horses. Okay, so this is something different than in Civ 5. So in Civ 5, if you had 1 strategic resource, you could pretty much build all the units, right? Like any
Right.
unit that had that, you could build it. In Civ 6, you get units per turn. Now what that means is, you see how you have 10 horses?
Right.
In order to train a horse unit, it'll cost you horses. So whenever you build a pasture on that horse, you get +1 horse per turn, which means you can then build a horse unit, and it would cost you that much. So
That's
strategic,
cool.
yeah, strategic resources are more important in this game. Sometimes it fucks you. Sometimes it's like a really cool mechanic.
So, oh, it's a bone. Look at that. It's like a fucking bone.
What is?
Like the area I can see around my guy, it's like a bone looking thing.
Oh, that's because that's how far he can move right now, because he doesn't have a lot of movement early game. Probably just go here.
What was that sound?
Oh,
Oh, I just
you
found out some
discovered
wonder.
that wonder. Oh, okay. So you remember how astrology was going to take you 8 turns last turn?
Yeah.
Look how long it's taking you now. Look how long before you get it.
Ooh.
Because its boost was to find a natural resource, and you discovered the arch, which the city-state that you discovered had it.
Oh.
So city-states also work a little bit different in this game. So you remember how before it was kind of just pay them money and they love you?
Right.
That no longer works this time. So if you click on the little, like, what looks like a White House-looking motherfucker symbol up in the top right.
Top right. This thing?
Yep. So you click that, And there are now bonuses for envoys that you discover in city-state. So because you were the first one to meet that city-state, you got 1 free envoy. This is basically diplomats that you're sending to the city, which you get by discovering more civics tech. But you can see if you hover over the level 1, they just give you 4 gold in the capital for like sending 1 diplomat to them. So you're making an extra 4 gold a turn from that. If you hover over the 3, this is their bonus that they give you for sending 3 diplomats to them, which is you get +2 gold for every market lighthouse that you have. And then the level 6 is usually the big one, 2 gold in every bank and shipyard. Now, if you hover over the suzerain bonus, what this means is if you have the most, because you can put more than 6 into one city-state. So, like, I could have 7 in that city-state, but if you have 9, this is the unique bonus that only you get. So their bonus is your builders can now make Cahokia Mound improvements, which is a unique tile improvement that gives you +3 gold, +1 happiness, and upon discovering natural history, an extra 1 happiness.
Okay, so how do I actually send envoys?
That's what so in the civics tree, so you remember how you were looking at like the civics tech tree?
Right.
There is a different text will give you different things. So if you go to okay, mysticism, for example. Did you see mysticism down there? There is a little symbol next to it that has award 1 envoy. That will give you an extra envoy to send to a city-state.
I can choose where it goes to.
Yeah, you could choose which city-state to send it to. Or if there's another way to do it. If you were to click on the city-state, they may have like quests for you to do. And if you do their quests... So right now, your city-state doesn't have any quests because they just met you this turn. But if you click on that, like for example, the one that I met says train a heavy chariot military unit. If I do that, they'll give me an extra envoy in their city, which is actually train a heavy chariot. I may actually do that. Yeah, I may do that actually because that's actually a really easy quest to do. But yeah, so you do those quests and they give you like a free diplomat in the city.
Okay.
So it makes a lot more sense in terms of diplomatic relations than Civ. Okay, no. Go to the rice. See how the rice, your tile just expanded and you can build a farm? All right, so watch, so craftsmanship. You see how it's going to take 6 turns right now to research?
Yeah.
Build that farm and watch how much it boosts.
Ooh, 3 turns.
Yep, and look at that food tile right there, dude. You're going to be growing pretty fucking quick.
Let's go Canadians.
Canada is actually one of the OP civs in this game, by the way. Like, Canada is actually considered a, like, top-tier civ to play because of how good they can be. For example, if you click on your own face up in the corner, you see how it has, like, the Canadian face up there? Click on him and you can read his bonuses. People cannot declare war on Canada as a surprise. They have to tell you that you're going to declare war in 10 turns, or you can't touch Canada. You literally, the game will not let you declare a war on them. Oh. But that also goes for you. If you're playing like an AI civ, the city-states don't count towards this, by the way. Like, you declare war on them all you want. But if, for example, like an AI civ wanted to attack you, they would have to go to you and denounce you and say, hey, you're a little bitch. And then you're like, oh, well, that probably means they're going to attack me in 10 turns. So then Canada can, like, prepare its military. That's why in multiplayer games, it's super strong.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then if you wanted to, you could read, like, the rest of the other stuff that you get up there. But I get that you probably don't want to. All right, settler. So look at how green settling along a river is, by the way. Do you see how good that is?
Yeah.
So settling along rivers is a really good thing.
I go here.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad spot. Or
even up here.
I would settle... Yeah, I would settle the one up north because then you can send a second city along that river and settle there as well. You can settle the 2 cities on that river if you go to your northern tiles.
Okay. You work your way over there then.
Okay. And now you have to build something else. So
I'm probably going to need another builder.
You think so? Do you have any tiles you can do improve?
Yeah.
Maybe a galley to explore the ocean. It's only going to be 4 turns.
And next turn.
Okay, and then while I was paying attention to you, I need to move my shit. Ooh, a Pantheon. What do I have? Anything good? I don't have anything good, and we can't win from this, so I'm just going to take the free settler. So you're settling there. I'm going to send you down here. So far, are you liking, like, the idea of the game? Like,
it's definitely a lot better than was when I first started trying to play.
Yeah. Do you mean like when you first started to play like base game Civ 6?
Right, when it like first came out, we both had it and we were trying to look at it. It's definitely a lot better.
Yeah, no. Like I said, when it first came out, just like with Civ 5, it was kind of garbage. And then once they got their first DLC, it was like, okay, this could be interesting to play. And then once they got Gathering Storm out, it was like, okay, I like this game. Well, I guess you're gonna build that. You're gonna move down here. Oh, I met the city-state, Cahokia, so I should be meeting you soon. Oh, Cahokia has a volcano.
Oh, God.
They have a volcano. Like, the volcano's, like, in the middle of the map, it looks like. Uh, 10 Faith. All right, so you should be discovering your Pantheon soon. Probably next turn. This is a really good map for you. There is a lot of snow. What? Click on it.
Over there.
Okay, so natural wonders work different in this game. You know, it's not that they themselves are good. You remember in Civ 5, there was always like one tile that was like super good.
Right.
Hover over that natural wonder. Like put your mouse cruiser over the wonder, and it tells you. So it's It's 2 tiles big. It's impassable, so you can't cross it. It gives you +1 happiness, which amenities is what happiness is now. It provides additional amenities if an entertainment complex is next to it. And you get major adjacency bonuses to theater squares, your campuses. Basically, it's just a good wonder to build shit next to.
Why is there a squid?
It's just a map icon. I'm sure it's not.
There's a ship over here. Okay.
I need a builder. I haven't built one yet.
Oh, you do. We'll work on.
I would recommend mining or poetry.
Yeah.
Because you could. Because if you're gonna build a, because you're about to settle a city next to some copper, so you can put a mine on that. Okay. So you just discovered craftsmanship. So that means you can change your government policies if you wanted, but you could go down one of these other ones. Okay, so military tradition, you see how its boost is clear a barbarian encampment?
There's no barbarians, so it wouldn't make any difference.
Exactly, so you can't boost it. So you could hard research that for 13 turns. Because the best way to research in this game is to look at what some of the boosts are and try to do the boost. Because that,
right.
So like state workforce is 18 turns right now. That's a long time to research, but boost it by building a special district, and you'll get it up to like 12, and that's not as bad.
I think I'm just gonna hard research this one.
Yeah, just do hard research on military tradition. Okay, now before you do anything, anytime you research, like let's say you wanted to. Oh yeah, that gives you era score. That's gonna have to be explained. So up in the government tab, you see how there's like up on the top left, there's like a little government looking building that has like a little excited mark on it. You see what I mean up in the top left?
Oh, hold on.
Your scout's already moved, so you can't upgrade him, but next turn he has a promotion. Left side of the screen. Government. See that? It has like a little mark. That means you can change something. So you go to change policies. And now it has little marks next to the 2 new ones you just discovered. So if you wanted to, instead of getting double experience for your scouts, you can build units 50% faster in the early game. Or instead of getting 1 faith and 1 gold in your capital, you could build builders quicker. And you could switch these out on the turn you discover them, but if you want to switch it out like mid-round and you haven't discovered anything, it costs money. So you want to make sure you kind of think about it whenever you discover them.
Right. So like here.
Yep. Okay. And then you can then you got to click confirm policies. And then yes. Okay, so that's your new. So now units are 50% cheaper to build in your capital, which I don't think that counts towards boats. So it didn't boost like a faster boat build, but if you build like a military unit, it could. Okay, so this is the promotion tree. It's no longer just like you get like you remember how before you had like a bunch of random shit.
It literally go from like scout to archer automatically.
Yeah, so this one you have that's leveling a unit up. That's a bit different. But this one, it has like a promotion tree. It like makes sense, right? Okay. So you could either have faster movements on hills, or you could have faster movements through woods and forests. Or in rainforests.
I have a lot more woods and forests around me, I think.
So yeah.
Just a mixture.
So maybe go with Ranger. There you go. And then choose Pantheon. Perfect. Okay, so pantheons in this game are a bit different. So for you, the +1 faith from adjacent tundra tiles next to holy sites wouldn't be bad because obviously you have a lot of tundra. You're probably going to have that. But if you scroll through, you can kind of just read what each one does. Like, I took mine. So, okay, so you see the fertility rights, for example?
Right.
When you choose, you get a free builder in your capital just right away. You don't even have to build one. I took my pantheon was the one that gave me a free settler instead of a builder. So I went ahead and got a free settler out of it. But there are different ones that for like God of the Sea, for example, if you had like a fuck ton of like ocean resources, that one may not be bad. Like if we're playing an ocean map, it would be really good. Divine Spark gives you great people points more if you have like libraries or like holy sites and stuff, like different stuff like that. I would honestly maybe take the one for faith from Tundra for you, but it's up to you. Because, like I said, you have a lot of Tundra, obviously, but that's also a super heavy faith thing, and we can't win the game by faith this time. Although, if you were playing like an actual faith game, that would probably be really strong.
Okay. Orders. Oh, yeah, go ahead and settle.
Yeah. Toronto.
Right,
okay. So there's a few new things up there that are different, but you can't build any of them really. Not a bad choice. Get the city up and running. Oh yeah, I have to end my turn. I was sitting here just watching you do your turn. Okay, you got a boat. Nice. Oh, there's that wonder that you found in Cahokia, the Delicate Arch.
Right.
Okay, so there's something different on your screen that you can build. You notice that? That there's now a Wonders tab and a District building has popped up?
Right.
Okay, so the Wonder you can't build. You want to know why you can't build it? Because Wonders in this game have unique things that they have to do. Obviously, in order to build Stonehenge, you need stone. So in order to build it, you have to have a thing of stone next to it on flat land to build that wonder.
So like over where?
Yeah, that
over
stone
here?
resource. If you bought the tile all the way up that river next to that stone, you could build the wonder.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't do that because it's not that great if there's only 2 of us and religious victories off. But the next one is that district. Do you see that holy site district?
Yeah.
It's basically like you're expanding your city to have like special areas dedicated to certain things. So a holy site would be, you know how like in Civ you had like your shrine, your temple, your religious buildings that you just built?
Right.
If you want to build any of those buildings in this city, you have to build a holy site. And the holy site's where you build those buildings. So click on it real quick. You don't have to build it, but just click on it. It pulls up this screen. It'll show you like if there are any adjacency bonuses that you can get from putting it down. So right now, there's nothing great. There's no like plus extra faith here if you do it or anything like that. Because you know how your Pantheon said +1 faith per tundra tile?
Yeah.
If you'd taken that at Pantheon, that tile right next to your capital would be giving you +7 faith instead of not having any because, you know, it's a tundra tile.
Right.
But you can cancel. You don't have to.
How do...
Just right click on the map somewhere. Yeah, there you go. But I'll wait until you get like a campus district before I start showing you how like you'd want to build those. And remember, in Civ 6, the more cities you have, no matter how bad the cities may seem, the better you are. Like in this game, you almost want to settle as close as possible, which is the opposite of Civ 6 or Civ 5, because remember, Civ 5, you wanted like 4 decent cities.
Right.
In this game, you just want a lot of cities. Like they want to be pretty good, because they will eventually be good anyway. We'll go here. Monument. Okay. Research. What do I want? Oh, we met each other. Hi, Austin. We met.
Oof. Hi.
You also met a city-state as well.
Yeah.
Well,
See that? City state and then
you met me down there.
Norway.
Ancient era ends in 10 turns. You're gonna get a golden age.
Okay.
Dang, that's pretty good. So I'll explain that more whenever it happens. Just know that down at the bottom right, do you see how under the end turn button there's like a little golden symbol that says 21 out of 19?
Yeah.
So you've gotten a golden age without really trying. But that's how many points you need to get in order to get into different eras and different ages and stuff. Now, whenever that happens, I'll kind of explain and it'll make more sense. And you'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool, actually, and makes sense. Because so far, anything even remotely similar to that, you've done the same thing to. So I think that's how you're going to react to it. But
Are you judging
see
me?
it.
Is that what most take sets?
no, like I'm glad you're enjoying the game. Like I'm glad that you like those things because that's also like some things that some people don't like about the game is that sometimes stuff like that happens. Why has this got a +2? Oh. I like the music that's playing right now.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Well, we have different music. I got Norway music playing. You got Canadian music playing.
It's not bad.
Just passing through, scouting out some territory.
Get
you know,
out
that
of
maybe
here.
Oh, I discovered that natural wonder that you did.
Nice, nice.
The city-states have a lot of military units, actually. I'm a little scared. They just... I'd lose to a fucking city-state. That would be embarrassing.
That would be.
I also... Like, one of the main things that Civ 6 is judged for is its looks, but I actually really like the way it looks. I don't know.
Definitely was a lot better when I first started playing. A lot less cartoonish.
I mean, yeah, it's still a little cartoonish, but like it's like a nice kind of cartoon. Like it makes it like lighter feeling than like Civ 5 was. But
Right. Oh man.
Oh, I found a warrior of yours.
Where'd he go anyway? Oh, he's down there.
Yeah. Look at all the cities. So basically, I'm on the left, you're on the right, and all the city-states are in the middle. That seems to be how the map happened, which is actually really good. I like that it did that.
Alrighty.
Do do do. Hanging gardens? I could build the hanging gardens. Is that worth it? It's alright. I'll build another settler then maybe that. And now we're just kind of doing like, you know, the typical Civ thing of where not anything crazy is happening. We're just kind of
Basically playing ping pong with the next turn button.
Yeah, just kind of making sure all your stuff is kind of set how you want it, discovering the text that you need, that kind of thing.
The sacred text.
The sacred all text.
Sacred text. I thought were deleted from my phone.
Hillary.
Or sorry, tablet. We're still in the ancient area.
Yeah, tablets,
Or
obviously.
stone tablets.
Thought I deleted those.
It was on stone tablet.
Oh no. He had the king had someone sculpt out a picture of his dick and sent it to one of his mates.
And she texted back something like, I don't know. She's like had her sculptor like type out a message back and fucking send it back.
Right.
A picture of her tits or some.
Okay, so you got a settler. So I would send it along that river, to be honest. Like, that's probably the next place I would send, because obviously it's close to a city-state, so if the city-state expands its borders too quickly, you may not get to that land. But it's actually a pretty good settle, so... Pottery. I would get pottery soon. It's kind of like... that's usually my opener tag. But click... What do you have? Okay. So honestly, whatever you want to build right now is up to you. I don't have anything to teach you because I've kind of told you about it. And until you get a certain tech, it's not going to matter. Oh, that one actually is really good, especially with the amount of rice you have.
Okay.
Once you get another builder down there and get those tiles, that rice and wheat is going to be making you so much food. Your city's actually going to grow quicker than mine, I think. I figured you'd make a penis joke there, so I'm surprised it didn't come immediately.
I'm too focused on trying to keep all this shit in my brain.
Right.
If I leave my head too much to one side, it'll all fall out and you'll have to reteach me.
Yeah, oh boy.
Hey, look, I built Stonehenge.
Yeah, because you... Wait, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you can buy that tile now. See, it says that if you buy one of those 2 tiles down south by the stone, you can technically build Stonehenge. Now, Stonehenge makes you get a great profit immediately. It counts as like a holy site. So, again, it's up to you whether you want to build it, but it does look cool when you do build it.
Yes.
So, like, build it, you can actually see it building on the map. As like a tile. So, like, as your turns go by, you'll see more and more of it getting put up. I was about to start building Stonehenge, but now that you're building it, I won't, just simply because I was just going to build it for the lulz.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I just want to see it.
Yeah. And it does have some bonuses, like building stuff next to wonders, like build a theater square. It does give you bonuses for having that, so... I think I've scouted pretty much the entirety of the map, by the way.
Dedication. Hey, what's this? What's this?
Okay, so the age just ended. Do you know how the ancient era, it said, was going to end in 10 turns and it did like a countdown? So this is like an age bonus. So click on that. So because you got enough points, you're in a golden age. Because obviously through history, civs weren't always just, you know, really great, right? They were in dark ages, golden ages, normal.
Dark depressions.
Yeah. So there are different kind of ages that you can get by reaching your points, doing unique stuff, kind of just building up. As you can see there, because you're in a golden age, each of your cities give like extra loyalty. You get more stuff per tile. And then if you click continue, you get to pick what your golden age bonus is.
Oh.
So for example, the first one, Eureka's give you an extra 10% boost for technology, for the science stuff. So like, you know how you just, whenever you do a thing, it boosts it like 40%?
Right.
You'll get 50% now, which means that like if something that's going to take you 18 turns, instead of only taking like 4 turns off, it'll take like 9 turns off. And you get bonus science and gold from adjacency bonuses. You could also do the same thing for culture. That's the pen, brush, and voice, to where the boosts are the same, you know, extra, and you get more culture per district.
Right.
You don't have any districts, so you wouldn't be getting a lot of culture from it right now. You got monumentality. If you were making a lot of faith, you could buy builders and settlers with your faith.
Okay.
And then the bottom one is if you were going to go for like super religious spreading and trying to found a religion, you get 4 great profit points, and you can obviously, your missionaries get some boosts and stuff there. I actually am sad I didn't get a golden age, so I just get some scrub bonuses.
Ooh.
Okay, but yeah, so you see how now you have 21 out of 38 points?
Yeah.
If you don't get at least 38 points, your civilization will go into a dark age, which means you'll have some really strong but debuffed bonuses. So like you trade, there's one that where it's like you get 50% science, but you lose 25% of your culture, you know, like because it's a dark age. So your people are trying to get out of it. They get some buffs, but they also are getting like drawbacks because, you know, it's dark. Everyone's dying. It's like the Black Death has come back. And boom, you can settle a city again. St. John's, welcome. St. John, St. Johnny boys.
Ooh.
So I'd recommending grabbing political philosophy when as early as you can, because it gives you an extra government, which gives you a bunch of boosts.
Right.
I still haven't myself, but that's because I'm kind of just doing casual, relaxed gameplay, because I'm not trying to beat you, I'm trying to teach you.
Right.
Okay, so click.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a wonder that you could build. So you remember how you were worried about the flooding on that river with those tiles and stuff? If you build the Great Bath, the tiles won't flood anymore and damage your stuff.
Well,
but you have
the first thing I need to do is build a galley. If I own 2 of them, my shipbuilding will increase.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay, governor. The way this works, this is something new as well. So basically, we're the king, right? Like we're in charge of the entire country.
Well, for my case, I'm the God King, but yeah.
But yeah, but they would appoint people to be in charge of certain cities to kind of like watch over the city
and
and
get
stuff.
stabbed in the back, and then they become king. Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what this is. Obviously, they can't take over your country. That'd be a little insane. But basically, you can put one of these guys. You can appoint them to be in charge of your city, and each one of them give you different bonuses. So if you hover over each of their first little bonus there, like for Victor, he's the military guy. He does more military. He's there to keep your citizens loyal if they're trying to rebel, that kind of stuff. Amani is the diplomat. You send her to city-states to improve like she's like the main See, she counts as 2 diplomats, and there are bonuses she gets later on. He's the religious guy. That guy's kind of, he's the steward, so he's kind of like just kind of an all-around like surplus guy. This is the surveyor. She's like good for building. She's really good actually. Her upgraded ability, yeah, Pingala. He's the science and culture guy. He's usually my go-to, and I put him in my capital because it gives you just straight 15% more science and culture. And then they're the money guy for the coast. But now, if you hit view promotions, you can see what you can get in the future by upgrading them. They also have an upgrade tree that they could get. So instead of getting like a lot of governors, you could get like a few really good governors. So like agriculture. Okay, did you get her?
Yes.
Put her in one of your coastal cities, and eventually she gives you her next promotion. You can get a unique tile improvement that makes your ocean tiles.
The only coastal
really
city
good.
I have is Ottawa. So
no, technically Toronto counts as an ocean city. You'll see why. You'll see why later. You'll see why.
Okay, I'll put her in. I'm just looking.
But I would put her. Yeah, put her in your capital. So right now, so it'll take 5 turns for her to like set herself up in the capital.
But get once her she does, house, unpack her shit.
Yeah, but once she does, though, any builder you build there will get extra charges, so they'll have more things to do before they die. Basically, they get extra people.
Okay.
Scouts, just do whatever the fuck you want. I'm telling you. I'm tired of telling you what to do.
I'm tired of being a boss. Just go fuck off. Fuck yourself. I don't care. Do something.
Right. I'm glad you're liking Civ 6, dude. This is actually one of the games that me, Daffy, and Onlyboard play. Plus, you don't have to worry about us saying, like, hey, you should play with Doc, because Doc doesn't like Civ 6 because he's a cunt.
I got Mercury!
Nice. Okay. Oh, so something different. that I should now explain now that you're hooking up luxuries that's different from Civ 5 to 6.
I'm pretty sure Mercury's not a luxury. I'm pretty sure it's a poison.
It's a luxury in this game because they use it for things. They didn't know it was poison. But do you notice how there was no happiness up in the top left part of your screen? Where it has like the... Normally it would have it in Civ 5?
Right. It's the
That's
amenities.
because... Yeah, it's amenities, and it's per city now. So one of your cities can be like super happy while the other one's upset if you don't have a luxury connected. So like click on it, you see you have 0 amenities right now. That means you're not unhappy, but you're not happy either.
What?
Down, see amenities. It has like a little...
Right there. Okay, yeah.
It's 0. So you're balanced in your capital. There, it's not unhappy, but it's not happy. Now, luxuries are connected to like the first 4 cities that are the closest to them. So that Mercury that you just got is giving all of your cities some happiness. Now, while we're on this screen real quick, do you see under it where it says amenities, it says housing?
Yeah.
Yeah, in this game, housing is a thing. Obviously, we're not just going to have like infinite housing for our crazy amounts of people. So settling next to rivers, having extra buildings that build certain things, give you bonus housing. So once you reach 7 out of 7 housing, your city will start to grow very, very slowly because there's nowhere for those people to live.
So how do I make more housing? I just need to expand my borders, or?
Well, a monument farms give you 0.5 housing for the city that they're connected to. There's different things that you can build for it, but the main thing is districts. But you'll see that whenever you get a district.
Okay.
So yeah, just whenever that galley's done, you can just hover over some of your buildings and you'll see that it gives you certain housing benefits. Okay, so you got a builder, you got your galley. So yeah, your shipbuilding got boosted.
Oh shit, I got boosted a lot.
Yeah, because remember you took the Golden Age thing that gave you a boost, right?
Oh, you're right.
So it boosted a hell of a lot.
We'll grab the stone, 'cause that's pretty important. Okay, so...
Okay, so granaries.
Granary,
You know how normally they would just be food?
Yeah.
Look at what bonus they get. Yeah, they got housing by building granaries, so they give you a little bit of growth. I think the Great Bath gives you housing as a wonder. I think the wonder gives you like
housing.
Yeah, it gives you some happiness from entertainment.
I do need to do that. Which one was the...
Okay, so you have to build it next to a river on a floodplains. But if you build it on one of your resources, it entirely destroys the tile. So I'd try to avoid building on a resource when you can. So like right there, that may not be a bad place.
Go for it.
So that's a wonder. So it's going to be building...
looks like a pile of bricks.
Yeah, because that's what it started out as. It's a pile of bricks right now.
Next turn. It's good thing I didn't try to play by myself. I would have been so confused.
Yeah, no, you definitely would have. And that's not saying like you're dumb. I know how that sounded. But
Well,
that's
no, because like basically the way I do is if I play a sequel to a game, I'm going to expect it to kind of handle the same way. This is totally different.
Yeah, no, that's why some people are like they love Civ 6 or they hate Civ 6. They've completely redesigned how they did this game. Like
redesigns are always bad unless they come from EA. Hence the almost decade of terrible Mads we've had.
Do you not like Madden 20?
Madden 20 is good. I'm saying like everything previous to this was ass.
Fair enough. I can give you that. I do like Madden 20. I like the way it
Madden
plays.
20 is awesome. Everything else before this sucked.
I really want to get I want to get an Xbox and get Madden 20 whenever I start like making money again, and that way we can do like a CFM game.
Dude, I buy every Madden the moment it comes out. I pre-order that bitch.
Like I may actually, if it takes long enough, I may wait till like Madden 20 just came out, right? So Madden
21 probably won't come out until like I think it's usually like August of the year it's supposed to come out. So it'll be like August of 2020.
Yeah, so it's still a little ways. So
yeah, pre-orders start coming in. I think April, May, June, July-ish.
Have you been messing with your government lately? By the way.
No.
Try to pay attention to that because I've actually forgot about my government while teaching you about yours, and I have a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'll check it next turn.
I think I'll go with that one.
Give it a look-see.
Well, you'd have to wait 3 turns now because you have to discover a civic technology to change it for free. So even if you had stuff, you couldn't.
Okay. Okay, I'll wait then. I'm not in a hurry.
Unless you want to pay like half your money.
Um.
Basically, like you're getting a divorce from your government. Go riding. Because that's gonna boost your. It's gonna.
Dick.
Yeah, it's gonna boost your tech, and you've already got the boost for it. Because to boost it riding, you had to find another civilization, and you've met me. So.
I don't know if I'm happy about that, but yes, I have. Well, that's cool.
You see, it's building and has like little
Whoa!
stages and stuff.
That went really fast.
Yeah, because keep in mind it was gonna take 30 turns for the other one, so it's been super slowly. Why that one is that one's building up like pretty quickly. I could actually beat you to Stonehenge, by the way. I could build it in 3 turns.
Oof. Yeah,
I'm gonna build something else.
I don't know how far mine is away, but yeah.
I think I'm friends with a lot of these city-states, weirdly enough. I haven't done much to them, but they love me. Except Cahokia. You met Cahokia first, and they've just, like, ignored me completely. They're like, there's a guy, but we already got a guy.
It's like the Cowboys with Jason Garrett. Yeah, he sucks, but we got somebody.
Is that a shot at Pat?
A shot at the Cowboys in general. Pat knows. Pat's like, man, we need to get rid of this fucking coach. I legit don't think anyone talks more shit on Jason Garrett than Pat does.
Than the actual fans of the team themselves.
Well, he is a
Everyone
fan, that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna go with,
Political philosophy. You need it. You need to start getting some of those. Alright, now go to your government. Make sure you go to your government because you just discovered the thing. Change policies.
No.
And now look at some of the ones you got. Like, look, 15% production towards ancient and classical wonders. That would boost the 2 wonders you're building, for example.
Right.
Plus 1 housing in a city with 2 districts. That wouldn't give you any housing because you don't have any. But like, that's the main one. And honestly, military, you could get some cheaper military units. You could give some other stuff, but like, it's not that big a deal. And there you go. So yeah, look at how soon Stonehenge is going to be built now. Because last turn it was 8 turns. No,
how can you tell?
5 turns. It says it right next to it. Yeah, it's going to be 5 turns until that's built. Okay. So this is your capital, or is this St. John's? This is St. John's. Okay. So see the campus?
Yeah.
You know how like in Civ 5 you would normally build like a library to boost your science and you'd start getting stuff?
Yeah.
You need to build a campus first to do that. So click on that. It gets adjacency bonuses for mountains, fissures, and volcanoes, I believe. So nothing great. Do you see how there's no bonus for building anywhere up here?
Yeah.
All right, so maybe I wouldn't build it in this city yet. It's maybe a entertainment complex that gives you happiness if you need it. That could go anywhere. There aren't really any bonuses, but cancel this real quick. Look at the Colosseum. So the Colosseum is a wonder that's kind of unique in that you need something extra for it. It requires an arena, which is in the entertainment complex, and it must be adjacent to it. It must be built on a flat ground. So if you build your entertainment complex like somewhere next to flat ground, like up in your tundra,
like here.
you could build the Colosseum wonder next to that after you've upgraded some.
Oh,
yeah, like
cool.
if you wanted to build it that, you could do that. Okay. So you could build. So yeah, you can actually, and that is your first district, by the way. This is actually like an extra part of the city. Like it's like expanding the city outward. You know what I mean? Right. Instead of it being like in Civ 5 where everything's just built in the one little tile of the city and it just expands 3 tiles out. This, you expand 3 tiles out, but there's also like districts and different things that you could do. And, you know, it's like you could see your city building up over time. Like, look at your capital. Look at how your capital center is looking like right now. And look at the wonder it's about to be done.
There's only one turn left. Pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's basically finishing up the roof. Stonehenge is finishing up, dragging over the rocks. I need to build some builders, honestly. I've not been building builders. Oh, hello, you've reached my land.
Have I? I'm not even paying attention.
Yeah, your scout's all the way over here by me.
Hello!
Hello!
Housekeeping!
Housekeeping! I'm about to build a wonder, the Hanging Gardens.
Hey, it's done.
Yeah, so look at it. It's got like
really
its
fucking cool.
Yeah, so you can actually see the wonders in this game. You could kind of see them in Civ 5 if you zoomed in, but they were like super small, right?
Yeah, this
like,
one, you can see like the water moving and everything.
It's got the water moving. It's got like it's like its size is actually its size. You know what I mean? Like now campus in your capital, 100%. Even if there's no bonus, which zoom out there should be. Yeah, see, oh, but it's
right,
+1. Oh, build it over the wheat tile. I wouldn't build it over your pasture. I'm trying to think because your woods tile's 1 food 3 production. Your wheat tile's only 2 food 1 production. But if you build a farm, it'll be 3 food. Yeah, build it over the wheat tile. Honestly,
which one?
The wheat tile by the food, use 50 gold to buy the tile.
Oh, I'm buying a tile.
But yeah, buy the mountain because you see how it says +1 science.
Right.
If you hover over it, you can see it says +1 science from adjacent mountain tiles. The more mountains there are next to your campus,
I buy this one. This one doesn't have anything on it that I can see.
Yeah, but that one.
So
but you see.
Science.
But look at the yields. Look at the yields. How much it's got 1 food and 3 production, and if you build a lumber camp on it, it'll have 5 production. Versus the wheat, if you improve it, will only have 3 food and 1 production. So it's not as good, and it's better to build it there. So now your city's kind of expand. Like that's going to be like the science district of the city. You know, that's going to be where like your people build like libraries.
That's where all smart people go, and the nerds get beat up by the jocks from the entertainment districts we built over here.
Yeah, which actually they do build They build sports arenas and entertainment complexes, so that actually makes perfect sense.
Welcome to Sunday Night Coliseum.
Sunday Night Coliseum.
Tonight, you have the Gladiators versus the St. John Lions.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I could see it.
Oh, man.
Build you here. Oh, you're about to get irrigation. I just built that wonder that came with irrigation. The Hanging Gardens.
Irrigation.
Go Celestial Navigation. Because that's going to give you access to your harbors and stuff. Oh, and builders, there is no... You remember in Civ 5 how there were like workboats? There were units that you specifically had to build to go improve tiles on the ocean?
Yeah.
There is nothing like that in this game. You just buy...
Can just go out to the ocean now?
Yeah, the builders just go out in the ocean and use part of their charge.
I wish one of them... that.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that until I just realized that I need to build some improvements out in the ocean as well.
I got 2 crabs I can get from those hookers.
Yeah, obviously. Go to your capital real quick. Well, not now because you ended your turn already, but Oh, I have 2 scouts over by you.
Great turns until growth.
Okay, go to your capital because you have a lot of money. Oh, Toronto's just... It's not growing because it doesn't have a lot of food yet. You need to get some builders over there to build farms.
No.
But click on your capital because right now you're on 3 cities. Remember, in Civ 6, you always want to be building or like expanding whenever you can in terms of like cities. So go to buy a unit because you have a lot of money and nothing to really do with this money because obviously you don't need to buy military units, which is it's right there. Purchase an item with gold. Yep, right there. You can buy a settler just right now. Boom. And then you could send them out. I would probably go kind of go down farther down that river. And do you see that little territory you haven't really explored yet?
Down here?
Yeah, the by the bananas and shit.
Yeah, down here.
Yeah, I would probably settle along that river somewhere, not next to the...
It looks like a fidget spinner.
Not next to the lake. I mean along the river from your capital. You see like the banana...
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
So like right down here.
Well, yeah, you see how those mountains are? If you built a campus district somewhere next to those, it would have a lot of extra science.
Mountain districts.
You'll
down
see
here.
when, yeah, you'll see when you get down there what it looks like. I can,
You get your ass down there.
yeah, that's actually a really good settle spot.
Yeah, get down.
Because it's gonna have a fuck. Wait, this is ridiculous. I just realized how much food this is gonna have. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 bananas, 3 sources of rice, and 3 sources of wheat. It's basically just gonna be a massive city in the mountains. It's gonna be like Denver.
Got him.
Got him. Hold on, I'll end my turn. I'm discovering my religion right now.
Who needs religion? It just causes wars.
You're right, but that's what I'm using it for.
Just remember, you gotta give me a 10-turn heads up.
we'll just have some slight battles on the border.
Throw rocks. Hey, you! Chuck his rock. Fuck you!
Just build some slingers and just have them shoot each other and then retreat.
Throw a rock to the Capitol. There's your 10-day warning.
Right. Oh, you're about to get a religion as well. That's a great profit.
Wow.
So you just finished Stonehenge. That's why. Look, you can go.
Woo!
Because Stonehenge gives you an instant great profit, and you can use it to found your religion. So right-click that tile and send your great profit there. You have to right. Yeah, there you go.
Run, Moses, you motherfucker.
Which basically is what he is. So next turn, you can like found a religion, and then of course you got your one guy that you can.
No pyramids now too. What the fuck?
You can't because you need a desert tile for that.
Ah.
You don't have a desert.
Ah, but you know what I meant though.
Yeah, you could build the pyramids.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Oh, I want to build ancient walls.
Okay. So now I'm glad that this came up because this is something that's different. You know how in Civ 5, any units that walk by your city, you could just shoot from the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
In this one, your cities cannot defend themselves until you build walls.
Oh,
Once you build walls, you can then defend your cities. Like if I wanted to, I could send maybe 2 military units and just walk into your cities and take you over. Without
walk
walls.
in. Hey, you! I'm gonna take this. Nothing you can do about it.
Exactly, but that you laugh, but that's kind of exactly what it is. Because you know, unless they had walls, they couldn't. It doesn't make sense that they could just straight shoot somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they went ahead and fixed that with this game, and that you have to build walls. Like, oh, look at your city state. Look at Cahokia.
Yeah.
See, they have walls. That's what that blue line
Those
above
look like
their
they're
city.
made out of clay. Like
I mean, yeah,
literal
that-
fucking
it's-
Play-Doh.
Yeah, it's really that's what ancient walls are. They're
Out of
fucking
Play-Doh?
walls. Yeah, they're Play-Doh walls. But they do. But that's what the blue line is, and it's once they have walls up, it's a lot harder to take over a city.
Oh, okay.
But now you can found your religion. Oh, and you can send an envoy, so you can start putting more in Cahokia. Or any of the other ones that you want, but... Who do I want? Look at them.
Whoa, I want Gemini. There it is.
What?
I said I want Gemini, and I was like, oh, there it is.
So you're about to discover your religion. If you want to custom name your religion, you have to pick one of the symbols that's not already a real religion, like Protestantism or Taoism.
Oh, okay, so
If it's not already... Yeah, so you can now custom name it. Fish fuck. Yep, confirm. And now you get to pick your tenets of religion, so this is still kind of Civ
how many do I
5-esque.
prove? 1, 2, 10.
You get one out of this belief. So once you
Okay.
pick one out of here, this is you can't pick like also one of the others. You'll see what I mean. So like if you wanted to take divine inspiration, which gives you 4 faith for all of the wonders
I
that
can
you build.
fucking read.
Well, I'm saying like then you pick that one, you can't also pick Jewett Education, where you can buy campus and theater districts with faith.
Right.
You can also take one with housing, which maybe not be bad. Zen meditation, warrior monks. Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? Warrior monks. Fucking Athelstan
Oh.
from Viking.
Yeah.
That's basically what he was.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna go with this one. Ooh.
And now you get other options. So the first few ones are like buildings that you can build. Alright. There you go. You got your religion.
Canada is now into fish fucking.
Nice.
You fucking Canadians.
But yeah, so that's one of the cool things that I like, is because I can actually like see my cities expand and build. Like you can see the Stonehenge area and like, it's just cool.
Oh. At last, rain has arrived to alleviate suffering from the major drought. Already, our crops recovering from, and the St. John drought is now a footnote in historical records.
Oh yeah, did you not
I didn't know
see
there was
that
a drought?
Yeah, it notified you, and there was like a whole like drought thing going on in the middle of. It was only because like you had one tile that was affected. That's probably why you didn't notice. But there's weather in this game. That's the main thing that Gathering Storm added that this game just like makes use of. That's fucking great.
Right.
Is weather. Okay, but see, look. So now that you've built a campus, there's a library that you can build in it,
Yeah,
and it shows you that like. So yeah, it can show you that like. Yeah, you need a harbor for that.
Yeah. No.
Which is
why
why
go ahead and build the library though.
All right. Yeah, that's a good call because you need to get your science. I'm way ahead of you in science.
Damn it!
What?
Need an arena building.
You can build the pyramids in that city?
I don't know, probably.
It said you can build the pyramids. What desert tile do you own in that city?
Maybe it's this one.
Oh, the little dry one. You have what? Oh
What desert?
The what? That's exact. Wait, I don't own any desert, and there's no more desert. That's literally the only place the pyramids can be built.
That is Africa, ladies and gentlemen.
That is Africa itself. Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, camera, focus. If I was recording, to look over to my face.
It's like, hold on a minute.
Rumor has the Norwegians declared war on Antananarivo.
City-state, I'm gonna take it over. I just have some dudes over here, and they're not doing much with their life, so I thought I'd come take it.
You know what? Good thinking.
Oh, dude, that is such a good city.
Brantford.
Okay, so campus is the first thing I'd build in that city. Buy that tile where it's +3. See where it says +3 to the left, 35?
Oh, yeah.
Gold? Yeah, that's... Look at how good that is, because it's surrounded by mountains, so it gets such a big bonus. So that's going to be probably your science.
I like how school bell rings and we haven't even discovered bronze yet.
We have, though. We've definitely discovered bronze.
I don't think I have. Oh, wait. I have copper. That's what I got.
Oh, okay, so you got copper bells.
Yeah. Fuck the pennies.
I've taken the city. I'm gonna keep
Hey,
it.
I can promote. Gamer?
Oh, okay. So you can either choose to get a extra governor, or you can promote the one you have. I would promote Liang since you got her early for this, and get the aquaculture. There we go. That's the one I want. That's the word.
That's a Q, not a G, motherfucker.
Aquaticulture. Aquatawada.
Aquaman culture.
That's a culture I can get behind.
Right? That was a good movie.
Right?
That was a good movie?
Your mom.
That new Joker movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it actually. Is it good?
It's pretty fucking good, yeah. I watched it in theaters.
I'll have to see it. I haven't seen it yet, so.
Yes, you haven't even discovered bronze yet.
Oh wow! All right. Oh, you haven't discovered bronze.
I haven't
okay,
done
I got
shit.
bronze. Oh, that's because you are behind me in terms of tech, but that's because I know what I'm doing and I'm kind of taking it slow to teach. I probably would have killed you to be honest by now, but
Yeah,
I'm not
probably.
going for that. But it's okay. It's your learning game. Just okay. What are you building? Oh,
Harbor.
okay, that's fine. Now, whenever you get a chance, when Toronto's done with its walls, tell me before you build anything there, okay?
Okay.
Doo-doo. Oh, classical era ends in 8 turns. Are you gonna get a golden age?
No.
You don't think so? Oh, you may actually get a dark age. So your civilization had like this age of prospering early on, but now it's kind of like slowed down, and they're like,
That's
we're
pretty close
alright.
though. 34 out of 38. It's pretty damn close.
Well, you still got 8 turns, so you could still build or do something. Like if
I
you
don't
build
even
an
know
extra
how.
one-
I don't even know how to do that. How to gain these points down here.
It depends on what you take. Like if you build every time you build the district for the first time, like in 4 turns when you build your harbor, you'll get points for that. Discovering
Oh.
thing gives you points for that. There's just a bunch of different things that gives you bonuses.
Do I get a
for it.
point for discovering Fidget Spinner Lake over here? Lake Fidget Spinner?
If it was a natural wonder, maybe, which is probably where you got a lot of your early points. You probably discovered
From Lake
you
Fidget
discovered
Spinner?
both natural, well, yeah, both natural wonders and shit. So and like fidget spinner. I wonder if
Right.
you can I can't remember if you could rename lakes in this game.
That'd be funny.
Maybe.
What is this lake? I hereby declare it Lake Fidget Spinner. People are like, what the fuck is a fidget spinner?
Right. I'm probably just gonna kill all the city states, to be honest.
Alright, you do that. I'm just gonna keep playing my peaceful learning game. Hey, look, there's baloney.
Yeah, that's the next city state to die. Probably. I don't know yet. I might do it.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, next turn I should be able. Oh, well, that's unfortunate for that civ. They have archers though, so they'll be a little tougher.
Ooh, there's an active volcano.
Yeah, that's probably the one by Cahokia.
I don't think so.
Yeah, volcano right there. That means it could erupt. That doesn't mean it will erupt. Okay, okay, Toronto. This is why I said it's technically a coastal city. Click on a harbor. Because you see how you can build a harbor? You can buy one of your coastal tiles and actually build a harbor. And once the harbor's done, that city can build boats, even though it's not settled on the coast. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because obviously some cities aren't actually just straight up built on the coast. You know what I mean? Like they don't start as on the coastline. They start a little inland, and then they have a harbor that they can trade with.
Cool.
So if you build a city within 3 tiles of the coastline, you can still build boats there.
Cool.
Maybe I should build walls.
Nah, you're good,
fuck
fam.
them. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Fuck them. Build a shrine. Build a great library. Build an extra builder, actually. We've got a lot of tiles to improve. I've just been kind of ignoring tile improvements, basically. Being a... Cheer me, Austin.
No.
Your warrior's in a little bit of a pickle over here.
Sucks to be him.
Sir, I request backup. Sucks for you, I guess.
Sucks to suck, bitch. Ooh, hey, what is this?
Oh, okay. So you just all right. That's a little slow, but this is fine. So you just discovered a new government. So you can upgrade your government from chiefdom, which is 1 military, 1 economic policy, to a new government, which is classic republic, oligarchy, or autocracy. So it tells you what they get. So if you go classic Republic, you get 2 economic slots, no military, a diplomatic, and a wild card, and you get this bonus here. Or you could go oligarchy, which is 1 of each, and it's kind of, you get more experience with a little stronger military combat. Or autocracy, which is 2 military, no diplomatic, and 1 of the other 2, and you get some bonus yields and some wonder production because you're kind of like a. There you go, and now you can switch your policies over, and you got diplomatic cards. So the first 2 I would do is the green ones. They're diplomatic, so you either get +2 points per turn to try to give envoys to city-states, or the first one that you send to a city-state counts as 2. Ooh. So that one, so the diplomatic league is good if you're like you don't have a lot of points in any of city-states. You can give them like 1 and it'll count as 2, or that one's just good as a in general try to improve relations. And then the wild card can be any of them. It doesn't have to be the purple, but so like if you wanted an extra. Let's say colonization, for example. You see how it's 50% production towards settlers?
Yeah.
If you wanted that one, but you don't have an economic card slot, you can put that in the wild card. Wild card can literally be any policy you want. Okay. And then you just confirm, and boom, you're now a new government type.
Yay. We're no longer the chiefdom of Canada.
You're no longer the chiefdom of Canada, actually.
So I said no longer the chiefdom of Canada.
Yeah. I thought you said we are now the chiefdom of Canada. I
No,
need to
we're
get
the
my
oligarchy.
But yeah, if you get a chance, when your capital is done building that building, build a settler. Or, because you need more cities in this game. Cities are key. Granted, I only have 1 extra than you, but I'm taking it really slow and just
build the Colossus.
You could, because now you got a harbor, so now you can build the Colossus.
Fuck
next
it.
to if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, okay.
I'm building it for the lulz.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to beat you to it.
Probably.
Wait, where's my city that was building? Maybe not. Maybe I forgot to build it. Well, never mind. Never mind. We forgot. Okay, so basically when you get a chance, build an extra settler. It doesn't have to be in your capital city, just in any city, build an extra settler.
There it is. Oh, there's a volcano eruption.
Where? Which one erupted?
Beerenberg.
Mega colossal eruption.
Oh, there it is, up here.
Yeah, that's the one down here.
We're by Bologna.
So
that bologna got cooked.
Now, if there was something next to those tiles, you see those blackened tiles? Those 2 blackened tiles?
Yeah.
If there was something built next to them, they would have gotten destroyed. If there was a city next to here, it would have lost population. People would have died and stuff. But those tiles are now better. Because you know how, like, they say after a volcano erupts and the land comes back, it's even better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. So that land just went from, like, 2 food to, like, 3 food in the production.
That's cool. that land rose from the ashes.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if I could settle here. Kind of. Kind of can settle it. Huh. What do I want?
Excuse me.
So it looks like you may be getting a Dark Age.
That's what I was thinking.
Because it ends next turn, so unless you do something magical this turn, you probably aren't. That'd be hilarious, you do something magical this turn.
Right.
I'm just amazed. I'm like amazed and astounded. Like what?
Ooh.
I need more cities. Oh, they got walls. Damn it. Okay, so I'm not gonna attack them now because they got walls. Never mind. Retreat. We don't want to bother them. They got walls. Damn. Okay, so you did get a Dark Age. So did you see what it said? Every time you build a unique district, you get +1 points for your era score. So you want to be. This is when you want to be building some districts.
Right.
Golden Age. Go with science already. Doing all right. Monument. I'm not making enough faith for that one, really.
To make it enough face?
Yeah, not enough face.
Man, poor child.
Oh, the
Hey!
World Congress! Okay, so the way this works is you see these diplomatic points that we have?
No.
To the left, it has like a picture of our face, and then under it, it has like the amount of favor.
Yeah.
So this is how much diplomatic points we have to spend in this. So you can vote up or down on either of these resolutions. So unit of this class gets +5 combat. So if you want something to be stronger in combat, you hit the little yes check mark, and then you choose who you want. So like I'm gonna say up yes melee units are stronger or something. So hit that, and then you could do like what kind of unit you want. Or if you wanted to, you could say like you could also vote down stuff. So like it's the opposite. You know what I mean? Like if you wanted a unit to lose strength, you would go to B and say yes. It's kind of weird. But okay, so world religion. So people of this religion either get stronger, or any player can like pop off one of your missionaries. Listen. So if you're doing the weak one, you'd want it to be mine, which is Way of Death. Because if you do it on your own, then anytime you try to spread your religion, I can just tell your missionary, hey, you're of this religion, so I can just shoot you. So basically, you get one vote either way, but then any extra vote you want to vote after that costs a certain amount of diplomatic points.
Okay.
So like if you wanted to try to get your religion to be stronger and you wanted to do 2 votes for yes, it would cost you 10 points to vote for a second time. You click it, it costs you 10 points. Do that real quick.
Okay.
But then the next time you wanted to do it, instead of costing 10, it's going to cost 20 diplomatic points, so a total of 30 points to get 3 votes, you know? It increases each time you try to get whatever you want passed in the Congress.
Okay, well here's a question for you. How do you have so much more points than I do? What did you do differently?
I'm allies with a bunch of city-states. The more city-state allies you do, the more diplomatic points you get, the more tech you go down for diplomacy stuff, the more you can get. Certain civs have a bonus for it, which is why I'm surprised I've got so much more, because your Canada civ is actually one of the ones that give you more votes for this.
Right.
So I'm actually surprised I have so much more. But just things like that. Like as soon as we get out of there, I can see why I have so much. Yeah, it's literally all from the fact that I have city-state allies. I'm making +5 a turn from city-state allies. Oh, and then it tells us what passed. So we both voted... Actually, you voted heavy cavalry, apparently.
I voted heavy cavalry to go down.
Yeah. But the one that ended up winning was the melee thing, and my religion's slightly stronger. So... But yeah, it's up in the corner. You're making +2 a turn. You can see it up at the top left. 2 past gold. It's +2 is how much you're making. If you hover over it, it tells you you're getting +1 from your government and +1 from a city-state ally. I'm making +5 because all the other city-states are my allies.
Because
they also
now? Faith, gold, tourism.
Diplomatic favor. There, it tells you what you're making it from. So your government's giving you 1. And then, like I said, you're getting it from allies as well. Yeah, you're gonna beat me to that wonder.
No. Alright, so on a scale of 1 to 10, if we went to a real game now, how much, on like 10 being the most, 1 being the least, how much guidance would I need in an actual game with AIs?
With AIs,
Yeah, just me, you, and AIs.
I would say
on normal
5, like-
difficulty.
5 probably on guidance right now, because I haven't like right now it's been super peaceful. You haven't had to build any military. You don't have any I haven't done any combat with you, so like if the AI were to
Right.
attack you, you would be at a disadvantage because you like don't know the system, because it's changed a little bit from 5 to 6 in terms of the military combat.
Okay.
I'm just trying to this game. I was kind of teaching you, kind of explaining.
Right,
how
well,
the game works
how about
and
you
how-
leave Cahokia to me? When I come back, we'll do one more episode of recording. It'll be teaching me the combat basics. Then we'll go into an actual game with AIs, and I'll still need guidance and stuff, but we'll go through it, talk a little more.
Okay. A little more that way you have competition in terms of you actually have to get your settlers out, because it's nice and
Right.
peaceful right now. There's no reason for you to rush your settlers, because you know that certain land you're definitely gonna get, and I'm
Right.
probably not gonna come all the way to the fidget spinner land to settle it, and stuff like that. But with AIs, they may be settle in the middle of your fucking cities, and then you're like, well shit, now I gotta fight people. The only other thing I would have to explain is the loyalty system, and that's kind of just to keep people from settling. Sometimes it's annoying, and it's one of the worst things that people complain about in this game is the loyalty system.
Okay.
But you haven't had to see it. So when we get back, you start building up some military units, and I'll kind of teach you some of that, and I'll build a settler real quick and send it over to you to show you the loyalty system.
Okay, well, I saw 10 minutes, so I'm not in a hurry right now.
Yeah, that's fine. In fact, I have a settler, so I'll just start sending him towards you to show you what happens.
Okay, you do that.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just chilling. There is a lot of military units around. Oh, that volcano that exploded blew up my campus across the mountains. That's really annoying.
I'll tell you what I did the other day.
What?
I was playing Minecraft, right?
Right.
With the 1.15 update.
Yeah? How'd that
And,
go?
well, here's the thing. I didn't have a very good start.
Okay.
Because I started off with just, my normal stuff. I denied the starter chest, and I just went and started building a house out of just plain wood, right? I didn't have any sheep, so I started going to look for sheep, and then it got dark. Well, then I went out to fight monsters, and I was running out of health, so I started running back to my base, and I got in there and closed the door, and I forgot to put torches in it. So next thing I hear is this fucking. So yeah, I got blown up in my own house by a creeper without torches, and I had to restart in the middle of the night. On the bright side, I took a different way out of the jungle this time, and I found a village. I'm just kind of building in the village now. I stole one of their beds. So
Nice. Yeah, that's usually the best way to do it if you're gonna do it. In the sound of silence. And was his. God damn it.
what?
Song stuck in my head.
Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes.
I listened to it the other day and it was just really good.
No, it sucks.
Besides you?
I'd rather suck than gargle.
Fair enough.
But no, being on vacation right now fucking blows.
Why?
I'd be
Is this
fucking
forced
working.
vacation to like
Yes.
because you have like extra time and they can't allow that, or
Yes, it is forced vacation.
why does it suck?
I'd be working, motherfucker.
I mean, is it paid vacation or is it just?
I mean,
off?
yeah, it's paid, but like, I don't want to fucking take it. I want to.
Well, then shut the fuck up and accept it, you cunt.
I want to. I want to be working.
Too bad.
I mean, I guess this is kind of work, but I mean, I don't know. It's an adrenaline rush, okay? You don't. Shit, that scared me. But it's an adrenaline rush.
Oh, you finished the Colossus. Huh?
Did I? Oh, I did. Look at you. You look like the Statue of fucking Liberty with a Spartan helmet.
Yeah, that was the Statue of Colossus. So you could go to the north, in that green part in the tundra. You could go to. There's a really good jungle area with the thing. You could obviously head towards Fidget Spinner Lake.
Did you say fidget finner?
I failed English class. It's fine.
I'm gonna go there because at least I can get some fucking truffles over here. Even over here's got corn and bananas and shit. Or I cooked anything else though. I'll go
Well,
there.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. My settler is about to settle Fidget Spinner Lake, so I can explain loyalty mechanics to you. But
Nice, nice. Alright,
actually, you just built your own settler. When you get a second, before you end your turn, click on. Oh my God, you're gonna build the fuck. Click on your settler real quick.
okay.
Okay, now scroll over to look at me. Like, look over by my territory. Okay, you see those minus 20s and minus 17s, minus shit? That's the loyalty system. So what that means is if you go over here and settle a city there, it's very likely that they're going to rebel against you, become a free city, which is like a city-state kind of that no one controls and can't do anything about other than take. And it's very likely that they'll vote to be part of my world. Like they'll rebel against you, and then they'll come join me eventually. So it's kind of like a thing to where you can't go all the way across the map just to fuck somebody over in terms of settling there. There are ways to do it. Like if you put a governor in there, it gives it more loyalty. If you do monuments, give it more loyalty. Having cities close by give you loyalty and stuff. But yeah, so the loyalty system is one of the worst things people dislike about this game is because sometimes it's really hard. Like if you wanted to go to war and take my capital to win the game, you marched an army over to my capital, took my city. Chances are, if you didn't bother taking any of my other cities, you're just going to lose the city to rebellion, and I'm going to get it back.
Right.
So it's very difficult to hold on to cities, but it's pretty funny too, though. I mean, it's more realistic as well. Obviously, if you're halfway across the world, if the Roman Empire went to fucking China, they're obviously not going to control that very long. You know what I mean?
Right.
And restless dreams I walk alone, narrow streets of cobblestone. Hello, motherfucker.
Production.
Okay, let's see. Oh, encampments. This is something we haven't been over that I'm sure you'll fucking like. So if your city has walls and you build a military district encampment, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a military district. It can shoot just like a city.
Oh, okay.
So if you were to build it, let's say someone's trying to attack you from St. John's. They took over your city of St. John's, right?
Right.
If you had a military district on one of those tundra tiles towards it, and they came into range, it could shoot. They'd have to take that encampment and then take your city. Well, I mean, they could take your city without taking the encampment, but it's very difficult to do because it's shooting you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So, if you put it... Let's say there's, a one-tile mountain... Go down to your other city. The city by the mountains, actually. This is a good example. You see that city by the mountains?
Yeah.
if I tried to come from the south and you built a military encampment district, not right next to it, but the tile next to that, it would be so annoying to take.
Okay.
Okay, so look at my city. So I just settled a city that is awful and is definitely going to rebel. You see how it has like the fist and it's like all upset and shit?
Yeah.
I have 5 turns to figure out a way to tell this city that they're mine before they rebel against me. And there's no way I can do that this early on in the game, so they are 100% going to rebel against me.
Okay.
But I'm doing this just purely to show you what happens when it does. Yeah, so that city right there, Bradford.
Brantford, yeah.
Well, I'll let you like figure out what you're gonna build in your other cities first. But Lighthouse gives you more food for coastal tiles. Wouldn't be
that
bad.
one needs food.
Well, you need builders up there so you can improve some tiles and stuff. Builder, you could buy a builder in that city. Actually, you got enough gold. You're always so good at saving up your gold and just not using it. I always use it on something as soon as I can.
Right.
Okay, do it. Click on the encampment for me real quick for the city. See that tile that would cost 40 gold, 2 food, 2 production in between the mountains? They would literally, if I were to try to attack you from the south, I legitimately would have to kill a city to get into your city. You know what I mean? Like, it's really good for like strategic forts. You know, a strategic fort that if it has a wall, it is also like a defensive thing. And that's where you build like your barracks, your military academies, and things like that at. There's encampment districts.
All right. Well, we're gonna put a pause in this. I gotta go grab Tasha.
Okay, that's fine. When you come back, I would we can pretty much end the video here or whatever if you want. But when we come back, I just want to like wait the 5 turns that we roll over just so you can see what happens to the city when it rebels.
Okay, we're gonna start a new episode after that. We're just gonna go straight to our AI game.
Yeah, we can do that.
Which one, motherfucker? Are we going back to this game to record, or we're just going to an AI game?
We could go into an AI game.
Okay, so we'll just come back to this, and I'll watch what happens, and then we'll go to the AI game.
Yep.
All right. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and suggestions, give me tips, comments, put in the comment section below. I'll see you all in the next episode.